Hi everybody and welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm putting some videos up on my Lime channel. And because there's a lot of us out there that are battling it along with the impending societal collapse, which it's just so hard to really describe what's going on, in my opinion. I know the story, I know the agenda from what I've heard, and I went to the grocery store yesterday. Well, I'm glad that I prepped the items that I did last year, because when I went yesterday to go get like pens. I got some fountain pen or ink pens that I really like, that I used to use in my other job when I was working in engineering, for drafting. Those are my favorite pens. I got those. Really weren't that expensive, but I stocked up on my conditioner, my favorite Castile soap. I really didn't get that much. I got a couple of bags of rice. I got some pasta. I hate powdered cheese, but I got some of that. By the time it was all said and done, yeah, I need to find the receipt. I don't even want to tell you what it cost, because I'm embarrassed in a way. That was the most expensive grocery bill yesterday I've ever had in my entire life. You know, it used to be like we'd save up gift cards and we'd go to our grocery store at Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter, and we would rack up maybe $250, $300 grocery bills around the holidays. You know, once you get the turkey and everything you need to do for the holidays, and the crowds are there, and everybody's got a basket full of stuff, and you know, we're all literally making another person very wealthy. You know, but that's just how it goes. But the grocery bill, I'm just going to tell you that I really can't afford to spend anything else after yesterday. So I guess I would say, if I had any advice, if you're prepping, and you're just starting, you know, you're not at the level that a lot of other people are, I would just focus on rice, pasta, you know, maybe a couple, you know, some canned salmon. It's a little pricey, but you'd have some protein. Make sure you have a good water filter. Some seasoning, some type of fat, whether it be olive oil or, you know, I know canola oil is not good for you. I know that it damages the cells. Oh no, there goes the stove again, y'all. Shorting out on me. So, just the very basics, because, you know, I stocked up on some, I don't want to even call them specialty items. They weren't. They were things that I know if the grocery store closed for a while, or what I think is going to happen is there's going to be a lot of lines. You're going to start seeing a lot of lines, because I bought some dish soap, my favorite dish soap, which is, I like this Ivory dish soap. I'm sorry, I'm having some health issues today, and I'm going to talk about it on my Lime channel. But I like, my favorite plant-based and scented is no longer available. There were only 3 of these, and I noticed at the grocery store that there's only 2 or 3 items that they have out that I normally buy. And I looked deep into the shelf, and it was empty. So I can tell that they're staging items. You know, I can't remember exactly what the term is for all that. But there's definitely, you know, I know technically I've heard that the shortage is being created and perpetuated, that it's an agenda. not really, that there's not really a shortage, but we're being led to believe that there are. I don't know the truth to that. I don't know if anybody genuinely knows that truth. You know, Gregory Manarino, I like him a lot, and I put a link in my last video in the comment section. Him and Lynette Zane, I think, are very, very sound-minded people with excellent advice. If you want to know, like, basically the inside, what's really going on, and how to protect yourself. So I think it's almost cheaper. Well, no, you know, to get the freeze-dried stuff, I would just, you know, think about it. If you're really overwhelmed by it and you can't get out or anything like that, that's in, you know, My Patriot Supply is good. Yes, it's expensive, but if you can't really get out, think about just getting the basics. Here's another thing. You get an all-purpose soap, like, let me see, here it is. This is Dr. Bronner's all-purpose soap, Castile soap. It's in a large bottle, and if you put a capful in the tub, you can soak in it and read the bottle. It's got all kinds of stuff from the Bible. It's got all these sayings and quotes, and it's an incredible read. I love to read the Dr. Bronner's label. But you can do the dishes with it. You can do the laundry with it. You can brush your teeth with it. You can bathe with it. You know, I've bathed my dog with it. I've done this soap right here. This soap can last you a really long time and simplify your life totally. And then, you know, this really, I love mixing this with my essential oils. And let me see if I can find the bag. Hang on. Okay. And then I have a lot of essential oils in here. Like this is clove oil. And I know I'm not on camera today, but I will be on my live channel. The clove oil, you know, I put like a couple of drops of that in my spray bottle. I have a spray bottle somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Well, I'll have to do it in my Lyme video, on Sophie's Lyme story. So I add these two together in a spray bottle and some water, and it's a wonderful cleaner. The clove will deodorize out everything, and it gets mold and mildew out. It loosens it in the grout, and it's a great cleaner, all-purpose cleaner. You know, just keep it away from your pets. But anyway, y'all, and then I really like this Hydralyte. I know I did that in the last video. To keep from getting dehydrated, which is like the first thing to happen, in my opinion, in any crisis. I mean, really, honestly, the first thing that happens is, I think, for me, is I get dehydrated, because when you panic and you're worried and all those things, it affects your body. And, you know, people tend to go without water for a long time during a crisis. So it's a little pricey. It's just one tablet. You know, you can take one tablet a day. That's not medical advice, by the way. But anyway, I just wanted to share that my trip to the grocery store. And here's another thing that I think might happen. In order to prevent total chaos, I'm starting to really think that, like, the grocery stores are going to start accepting Bitcoin. That's just kind of something that occurred to me, because I did not buy the price. What I purchased yesterday should have come out to about $150 at the most, and it was 3 times that. And I barely had the cash. I barely had the money to pay for that. I really can't afford to go back at this point and get anything else. We really can't. So we're going to have to make do with what we have. And, you know, honestly, I prepped last year. So And you know what I do have would only last probably a month or two at the most, probably a couple months. So, you know, that's got to go for 4 people, and then, you know, possibly help the neighbors. So I really think that they're going to allow people to go to Bitcoin and use alternate forms of currency. I just think we're going to see that. I don't think it's going to be this all or nothing thing. You know, they may be wanting people to panic buy, but I do have to tell you that those shelves, they're making it look like there's a lot more than there is. And I noticed there's a different color tag on the rice. And after last year, after the one diner went through town, right? There's a pink tag on items that are rationed, that tend to run out, and that they ration, and that are items that are critical to survival, and that's rice and beans. And I noticed that when I bought the bag of rice, it had that pink tag on there. And I only see that pink tag in time of rationing, in time of scarcity. And so I really became in tune with that last year. And, you know, when I prepped last year, I learned to prep like under $100. My prepping trips I was able to get it down to $60 every time I went to the grocery store. Now that $60 is going to cost you probably around $200. It's going to cost you around $200 at least. So, you know, think about it, how you're going to do it, and, you know, I don't know how this is all going to play out, but I think that they're going to ease us in, honestly, ease us into Bitcoin. That these private companies are going to ease us into Bitcoin. And I think that's a good thing. I really do. I think that more alternative currencies that you have, you'll be okay. And the main message that I'm taking away from everything is to get out of the dollar. Just get out of the dollar if you can. If you can get out of the dollar to a degree, get out of it, because its intrinsic value is, you know, it's really not there anymore. Not to say we don't need them. We need them to pay our bills. But if you can afford if you can get into an alternate currency, and I did. I got into Bitcoin to the most that we can do it. And I think by the end of the year, you're going to see a huge yield. And I don't know enough about the cryptos, but I think like Ethereum is a good one. And then some of them are offering, I'm on a waiting list for like a 2% card. So, you know, I don't think it's quite over yet. For the dollar, yeah, I think it's, no, I don't think, I know. I know that its purchasing power is 0. I mean, it's deadly. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that what I bought came out to what I mean, I was stunned. I mean, even the checker was like, wow, that's a lot. So, I mean, the cashier, but, you know, it was personal items that I use, just personal items and some food. So, anyway, you guys, I'll be over on my Line channel later, and I hope you guys are having a really good day. I love y'all a lot. Hugs to my friend, Nebula. Love you. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.